of space reflecting the Big Bang, while Mickey Mouse or Pippi Langkous, doesn't matter so much, travels through time. So I would like Naomi to start the first improvisation, and maybe Jan will join in to find this crossover thing happening. That the way of the artless art is not easy to follow, we were to learn during the very first lesson. The master began showing us various Japanese bows, explaining that their extraordinary elasticity was due to their peculiar construction and also to the material from which they are generally made, namely bamboo. But it seemed even more important to him that we should note the noble form which the bow, it is over 6 feet tall, assumes as soon as it's strung, and when it appears, the more surprising, the further the bow is drawn. When drawn to its full extent, the bow encloses the all in itself, explained the master. And that is why it is important to learn how to draw it properly. Then he grasped the best and strongest of his bows, and standing in the ceremonious and dignified attitude, let the lightly drawn bowstring fly back several times. This produces a sharp crack, mingled with a deep thrumming, which only afterwards forgets when one has heard it only a few times. So strange it is. So thrillingly does it grip the heart. From ancient times it has been credited with a secret power of banishing evil spirits. And I can well believe that its interpretation has struck roots in the whole Japanese people. After this significant introductionary of the purification and consecration, the master commanded us to watch him closely. He placed or knocked an arrow on the string, drew the bow so far that it was afraid it would not stand up to the strain of embracing the all, and loosed the arrow. All this looked not very beautiful, but quite effortless. He then gave us his instructions. Now you do the same, but remember that archery is not meant to strengthen the muscles. When drawing the string, you should not exert the full length of your body, the full strength of your body. You must learn to let only your 2 hands do the work, while your arm and shoulder muscles remain relaxed, as though they looked on impassively. Only when you can do this, you will have fulfilled one of the conditions that make the drawing and the shooting spiritual. When these words, he gripped my hands and slowly guided them through the phases of the movement which they would have to execute in the future, as if accustoming me to the feel of it. That was the first word escape. Thank you, Naomi.